In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create MOCs, maps of content, within Obsidian, a powerful note-taking app that's revolutionizing how people organize their thoughts and knowledge. MOCs are essentially interconnected hubs, allowing you to build a deeply structured and navigable knowledge base. Obsidian's flexibility makes it ideal for this kind of work, and mastering MOCs can dramatically improve your productivity and understanding of complex subjects. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, let's jump right in. The very first thing we need to understand is what a MOC actually is. A map of content, or MOC, is a note that deliberately organizes and links related notes together. Think of it as a central navigation hub for your entire knowledge system. Instead of having a million individual notes scattered around, a MOC brings them together, creating a clear and easy-to-follow pathway through your information. It's a fundamental technique for building a robust and interconnected note-taking system, and it's something that experienced note-takers use constantly. Now let's get Obsidian open. Launch your Obsidian Vault. This is where all your notes live, and it's the foundation for everything we're going to build. Obsidian is designed to be incredibly intuitive, but it's worth noting that a vault is simply a folder containing all your notes and supporting files. Make sure you have Obsidian installed. You can download it free from obsidian.md. Don't worry if you're new to Obsidian, we'll take it step by step. Next, we're going to create a dedicated folder for our MOCs. Create a folder named MOCs. This will keep everything organized and prevent your main note collection from becoming cluttered. Keeping your MOCs separate also makes it easier to manage and find them later on. It's a small step with a big impact. Good organization is key to efficient knowledge management. Now let's create your first MOC. Create a note called Productivity MOC or another topic of interest, perhaps software development or creative writing. This note will serve as the starting point for your overall MOC. The beauty of this approach is that you're building something tailored to your specific needs, so choose a topic that's truly important to you. Experiment. You can always change it later. Let's flesh out this initial MOC. Explain what the MOC covers. In the notes content, add a brief paragraph describing the scope of your MOC. For example, this MOC will serve as a central hub for all my notes related to productivity techniques, time management strategies, and tools I use to stay focused. A clear purpose will help you stay on track and ensure your MOC remains focused. Okay, let's add some structure. Create main categories within the MOC. Add major sections related to the topic. For instance, if you're creating a productivity MOC, you might have categories like time management, focus techniques, task prioritization, and tool reviews. Within each of these categories, you'll add related notes. Think of these categories as the branches of a tree growing outwards from the central trunk. Now let's connect. Use internal links to connect related notes. Click on a note within your MOC and use the backlink feature to link to other relevant notes. For example, if you have a note titled Pomodoro Technique, you'd link it to the Focus Techniques category in your MOC. This is where the magic happens. Linking notes together creates a truly interconnected knowledge base. A note like this is going to be incredibly useful. Let's refine that organization. Organize notes logically. Group links by category or theme. Within each category, arrange your notes in a way that makes sense for your workflow. The key is to arrange things in a way that builds on itself so you're not jumping around randomly. This step requires a little thought, but it's ultimately about building a system that *U* will actually use. To enhance your MOC, let's add descriptions. Include short explanations for important notes. Don't just link to a note, provide a brief summary of its content within the MOC. This provides context and makes it easier for you to quickly understand what each note contains. A concise description significantly boosts the value of your MOC. Now let's scale up. Create sub-MOCs for large topics. If your main MOC is getting too broad, break it down into smaller, more manageable sub-MOCs. For example, within a software development MOC, you might have sub-MOCs for front-end development, back-end development, and databases. This creates a multi-layered system for organizing your knowledge. Let's connect the dots, link related MOCs together. Within each sub-MOC, create links to the relevant main MOC and similarly link your main MOCs to one another. Consider this like creating a web of interconnected hubs. The more links you establish, the more comprehensive your knowledge system becomes. There's no limit. It's important to keep your system evolving. Update regularly. Add new notes as your knowledge base grows. As you learn new things, incorporate them into your MOCs, linking them to existing notes. Don't treat your MOC as a static document. It's a living, breathing tool that should adapt to your evolving needs. For added clarity, consider using tags. Add tags for additional organization. Tags are like keywords that you can use to categorize notes, allowing you to filter and find them more easily. For example, you could tag notes with productivity, time management, or software development. Tags offer a flexible way to categorize your knowledge without creating rigid hierarchies. Now let's step back and assess. Review navigation flow. Ensure links are organized and easy to follow. Regularly walk through your MOC, clicking on links and verifying that they lead to relevant content. This helps you identify any gaps or inconsistencies in your system. It's a crucial habit for maintaining a well-organized MOC. Finally, let's conclude. You have a map of content that serves as a central hub for navigating related notes and topics. But it's not just about creating the MOC, it's about maintaining it. As you use Obsidian, your MOC will continue to grow and evolve, becoming an invaluable tool for your learning and productivity. Okay, so you've created your first MOC. Now to really solidify your understanding, explore creating an MOC for a second, different topic. Don't stop there. Experiment with different organizational structures and see what works best for you. Also, spend some time reviewing the Obsidian documentation. It's a fantastic resource. And finally, don't be afraid to revisit these steps whenever you need to. It's a system you'll be using for a long time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.